y'all. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? How's it going? What the hell's going on with the lighting? How you guys doing? This is I, the Crypto Otaku, back again for some more crypto, some more chaos, and some coffee. Yeah, some coffee. It's the morning show, guys. It's the morning show. How are you guys doing? Bitcoin coming up. Probably going to retest 110 or get smacked down where we are right now. As of this morning. That's kind of what we're looking at right here. How's it going? Hugo in the chat, the greatest intro in crypto. Thank you again, my guy. Thank you. Good morning. Get Super Danny in the house too. How's it going? How's it going? You guys competing for let's see, crypto JPEG morning otaku. When moon soon. It'll be soon, guys. You just gotta wait.
When will then be now? Soon.
So close, guys. So close. I'm gonna be really mad if I'm a day or two behind on my prediction. It's gonna be so infuriating. Let's see. Buenos dias. It's a great day to be alive, learning so much. I'm stimulated. Let's go. Yes. Good morning. Let's freaking go. Happy to hear that, Hugo. Definitely important to be learning right now before the bull run. Good morning, and from Phoenix, it's going to be 117 degrees. Dystopian future-like temperatures. Acid rain coming soon to a city near you. Welcome, guys, to 2025. Don Otaku says, OG Bobam in the house. Oh man, we got A Guy, OG Boban as well. Dawn Otaku, Neon Affairs, Dance Baby Dance, yes, that's one of my faves too. That's one of my favorites too. Joy says hi. Oh, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good things ahead. And when will then be now? Soon. Very soon. When soon? Damn it, though, Joji Boban. Come on. Soon will be soon. It could happen as early as today. Guys, I keep showing you the metrics are getting crazy and wild, and it's getting harder to predict where we're going. That's when I know it's going to be soon. Look at this, guys. I have been on a winning streak, right? We're tired of winning. That's been my mantra for a long time. Yeah.
You may even get tired of winning.
You guys know the drill, right? We're tired of winning. It's getting a little weirder. My predictions aren't on track as solid as they used to be, right? And that's when I know we're about ready to explode because it's getting harder to predict where Bitcoin is headed. And again, going back to what Siler said in the past,
Bitcoin's
powered by chaos.
When Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
And that's exactly what we're waiting for. We're waiting for our macro model for Bitcoin to be destroyed. It's been a while since I showed this, but basically, I've been tracking this macro model for years. I drew this back in 2021 when I got into the bull run. It was my first bull run last cycle. And yeah, look at this. We've never broken through the macro trend line. And this is something I really hope that we see happen within the next few weeks or months. We got to break through that because if we don't, then we're going to be held back by all the traditional nonsense, the power law, the Bitcoin rainbow chart, all of it. And we don't want to be held back by that. And the exchanges right now are showing us that is very, very, very possible with the amount of exchanges dwindling by the day. Let's get into Bloomberg. Take a look and see what they're rattling on about the pre-market open. And then we'll get going into some news. Check out some headlines.
8 billion. So it's a power from AES, and it's exploring
AES Core.
options, including a potential sale. That's according to people familiar with the matter. And you see shares edging higher, but just around 2%. So AES provides renewable power to tech companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and investors, including Brookfield and BlackRock, have really been studying their shares after they lost half of their value in the past 2 years, of course, due to Trump's anti-renewal policy. So AES, again, to your point, has an enterprise value of $40 billion, which will make it one of the largest leverage buyouts that would rank of all time.
And you can see shares just flying right now, up about 17%. I just want to talk about Starbucks and what's going on.
Oh God, Starbucks. Okay, all right, we're gonna give them a few minutes to talk about Starbucks because that really is relevant to our space, guys. What is relevant to our space right now, though, is the other day. I think it was Monday morning. We went through. Someone asked me what's going on with all the price action. Why is I think it was XCN specifically? They're talking about XCN, right? And I did this. I literally said we are oversold on everything, and I drew this. on every chart. Look at this. There's Jasmine. Boom. And it's so funny because it was like this. We were like looking basically for a downward trend. I'm like, yeah, but we're oversold. You can zoom out. We're oversold. We're oversold. We're basically, you know, every chart looks the same. Every chart looks the same. And I did the same thing on every chart. Where's Swiftcoin going? To the moon. Everything, of course, has to retest this, you know, the previous resistance, right? The resistance, or previous support becomes resistance. And yeah, every chart, every single chart following right into play. Look at this. It's crazy. I guess I didn't do Sui that day. I guess not. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that because I was like, even Matic. What the hell? Let's see, XRP. XRP's a little lagging though. Little lagging. Oh, I think I drew that a long time. Never mind. I drew that way back here. Way back in like March, April. Wow. Yeah. It's been a while since I even looked at XRP. Solana. Yep, same thing on Solana. Avalanche. I didn't do anything on Avalanche. ADA. No, I guess I stopped there. But you guys get the idea. All coins are starting to move. Bitcoin's starting to move in a big way. And we're running out of Bitcoin. We're running out of Bitcoin every single day. Any day it's possible we hit all-time highs. From right here, where we are right now. Everyone's getting exhausted. Everyone's getting tired. And guys, on the monetization front, I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning. Winning.
We're gonna win so much.
No, I'll know by the end of the week. But I think all I have to do is, you know, get back with, I guess some data and then verify me again. It's sort of weird. Apparently, I got demonetized because of a glitch or something. I don't know. I think they updated their systems. That's my belief. And then I got thrown out like the baby with the bathwater. The otaku got thrown out of the monetization front on Google. Cool. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you. We'll be back. We'll be back soon. Oh, speaking of being back soon, we got about a minute and a half for the market open bell. Market open bell is happening soon. Let's get back in the chat real quick. Let's see what else you guys are rattling on about this morning. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hopefully you guys are... Oh, yeah. I also have that follow-up job interview today, too. Should I do it? Let me know in the chat. I don't know. I just made an LLC. I think I should probably not do it, but we'll see. It's a lot of money. Okay, let's see. Don Otaku, Neon Affairs. Yes, when soon? Soon, damn it. OG Boban says, Banana Zone Deluxe. Sell the dip, buy the top. Kurt Robinson says, our Zebi bags to the moon. That's right. Zebek had a little bit of a rip yesterday. Let's take a look and see real quick where they are. As I just scroll through it. Wow, it really did pop on off. Look at this. It went from 202 to 2032. So about up about a 0.1%. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Yeah, and this coin is expected to move move markets. I'm gonna say that, especially when a lot of payroll jumps on board. And yeah, we're starting to see it break away from this idea of it working against the grain with Bitcoin. So anarchy powering Zebek could be a thing of the past as it grows up, right? Gets older. All right, guys, let's get into the market opening bell. It should happen any second here now. Don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it. Want to see what's going on. Oh boy. I got Jim Deringer also here. Weekly for Bitcoin needs to get in, but it's get its butt in gear in the bearish divergence. I gotta get back.
It happens. I'm Michael McKee at the Federal Reserve, and this is Bloomberg.
Yeah. Bitcoin needs to get its butt in gear, or get that bearish diversion. It's going to get hurt. Hijacking Bitcoin, Roger Ver, reading the book.
Away from the start of trading. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller. You're looking at futures that are pointing higher after kind of a flattish close yesterday. 62.94 on the futures. On the cash trade, we're still about 50 points away from the all-time closing high that we hit on last Thursday. NASDAQ futures up a little bit more. Russell, the small caps, up more than 0.5% right now. You hear the opening bells. On the New York Stock Exchange, you've got Arlo ringing the opening bells, and apparently they make security cameras and the like. I should know because the stock is up 542% over the past 5 years. Jesus. They've been absolutely crushing it And that's why they deserve to ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. Meanwhile, down at the NASDAQ,
Man, he's not being a dick today.
Avidity is a biosciences company, and their stock is up 7% over the past 5 years, so it's better than a loss, but I think they could do better.
Yeah.
I think they could do better.
All right, so if you're listening, Avidity, Matt Miller has some opinions here. Let's stay on health, though, because we have some M&A in the sector. Merck buying UK biotech firm Verona in a $10 billion deal. Merck, as we know, is working to offset losses from that 2028 patent expiration of Keytruda, and that has really been a big overhang for the stock. You can see Merck is actually up a little bit right now, Matt Miller, about 1.6%. Verona obviously is flying, but Merck down about 33% over the past year, which is a big loss.
It is a big loss, but it looks like investors are behind this acquisition. Today, we're also watching copper-related stocks. Obviously, after President Trump says the tariff could go up 50%, customers are going to rush to bring in copper now. You can see Freeport-McMoRan, the first name that comes to mind, up about 0.8%, so a gainer there. The smaller, I'm looking at Ivanhoe Electric, for example, which makes copper right here in the United States. It's a small company, just about $1 billion, but it was up 5% yesterday, another 3% today. Equity volatility in general is poised to pick up in coming months. Goldman Sachs strategist led by Christian Müller-Glissman write that, quote, a deterioration in tariff discussions remains a key risk, but fiscal concerns in the U.S. or U.K., potential French elections, and geopolitical tensions could also drive more volatility. Let's bring in Principal Asset Management Chief Global Strategist Seema Shah. And obviously, I don't care about the UK or France, Seema. Don't even know where they are. But the U.S. markets could see more volatility as these tariffs continue to be dragged out, right? August 1st is now the deadline, no longer July 9th. And the president says copper tariffs could come in a year and a half.
I guess we could listen a little bit.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think that even the 1st of August is going to be the end of the story. I mean, ultimately, you know, if you look back through history, trade deals take a long time to take place. Even whatever is announced on August the 1st, there's still going to be a long way after that. So in that period, there's always going to be the potential for resumption of hostilities, and it's going to continue to be a negotiating tool. So from our perspective, tariff noise, that's something which becomes a permanent feature of the economic backdrop. It's really whether or not the market's going to continue to take notice of it. But certainly in the next month or so, given where equities are sitting today, there is some vulnerability in that near term.
Is there, though? Let's talk about that a little bit more, because you get these headlines out from, of course, President Trump, especially in yesterday's cabinet meeting. It just felt like a grab bag of different industries that were being targeted, from pharma to copper, et cetera. And it just feels like there's not too much reaction, at least in the overall benchmarks anymore, like there might have been a couple of months ago even.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And I think one of the things is, to your point, is the way that it was always almost announced was a bit off the cuff. There's absolutely no details either. So I think the market is also looking at that. But at the same time, I think one of the factors that I think markets are considering is that when you're thinking about copper, 50% tariff could be fairly negative for the US economy. So is President Trump genuinely going to go ahead with that kind of number? I think it's fair that the market is questioning it and saying, well, look, in the past, every time that there's been a really meaningful threat to the economy, he has taken a step back. So potentially this is a negotiating tool.
I kid Seema about not knowing
I don't
where
like
France
this analyst.
is.
I think she's giving out very, very basic answers. I'm over it. Yeah, and they're asking good questions. It's just she's got no good answers. All right, guys, let's get into our metrics this morning. What's going on with fear and greed? Fear and greed for the stock market right now sitting in 74, just a hair again, a hair lower than extreme greed. Just a hair, just right in between, right down the lines. All right, then we've got crypto fear and greed. I just refreshed this one, and still in greed now for, of course, our space. 66 coming in at 66. We got the Dixie still wanting to come up a little bit on the day, 97.5. Still kind of trickling upward just a little bit. Will it break out 98K? Or 98K, well, 98. This is not Bitcoin, folks. No, I don't think it'll break out at 98. It'll probably retest, get close to it maybe, again, if America seems strong, but then it'll probably get smacked back down. Yeah, and then year to date, of course, still my favorite chart to look at in the morning. Jeez. Crypto fear and greed right now on the day. Here we go, guys. It's a pretty good day. Pretty good day. This is the top 600 assets. Top 100. XLM making bigger moves right now. As Brad Garlinghouse, is, I believe, is supposed to come out and talk this morning. This is their sister company or their competitor. I think it's a sister company now. I think that wasn't like originally XRP split ways with XLM and they did their own thing. I think that was the narrative. I forget. Anyway, yeah, Brad Garlinghouse is going to be speaking. He has a testimony, testimony at the House today or the Senate. I forget who's talking today. Brad Garlinghouse, yes, Brad Garlinghouse is talking today. Where is XRP anyway? Don't really see it here. Probably, probably a little bit of the sell the news event. Why can I not see XRP? Oh, it's right there, up 4%. Up just 4% on the day. He already leaked his entire testimony too, so his script is out there. If you guys want to take a look at it, he'll be, like I said, he'll be speaking today. Probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock. I don't know what his schedule is. XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, testimony. So I'm not sure if you guys caught that yet or not. July 9th, 2025, focusing on the need for regulatory clarity in the digital asset market at the hearing titled From Wall Street to Web3, Building Tomorrow's Digital Asset Markets, address the current regulatory landscape and propose legislation like the Genius Act, Clarity Act. According to MyTrade, what the hell was website? Garlinghouse emphasized the importance of clear rules for fostering innovation and ensuring the U.S. can lead the digital asset space. And he's got the entire thing, like I said, leaked. Right there it is. Good morning, Chair Scott. I don't want to read the whole thing, but yeah, the whole thing is just a script, like everything else in politics. So yeah, that's out there, guys. If you want to read that one, you can find it. It's pretty easy, as I just found on Google. And the hearing, when is the hearing? Just say July 9th. When is the hearing? Because I'd love to hear the questions that they ask them. It just says scheduled today in July 9th. Huh. Where's the exact time? What time? Thank you, Google. Oh my God, nobody knows apparently. Whenever they could fit them in, I guess. So I guess watch your C-SPAN today. Get your daily dose of C-SPAN because he's going to be out talking about this today. And I'd love to. Can't wait to see what Elizabeth Warren and Maxine Waters and the like have to say about that. Okay. All right. Because of course he's kind of like Bitcoin, Crypto Jesus. He's nailed himself to the cross and paid $125 million in fines and over 100 in legal court costs and everything else just to get to where we are today. All right. So what else we have on the top assets moving today? Top 200. Bananas 31. What the hell? Oh no. Oh geez. Weird. Weird. Seeing the top 200. ZBAC moving up 31% on the day. There we go, guys. There we go. And then I also talked about Miria. I think that's in the top 3, 400, 500, something like that. Also moving up about 5% now. I think it's come down a little bit. Back into 2 zeros or 2 zeros 1, 3 zeros 1. I think it's 2 zeros 1. Might be 3 zeros 1. Anyway, what else we got here? Anything else popping off? Nothing else I'd really that catches my eye in the top 3 or 200. Mog, I guess that's a notable meme coin. That's was it mother of? I forget. It's not mother of memes. I forget. Mother of something. The White Rock is in the top 200 now. Up 15%. Key is up 17%. That's the only big things I could see in the top movers that makes sense in the top 200. But anyway, what's going on in the top 100? What would I recommend you guys be DCAing into right now? Again, not financial advice, just a very clear observation. Looking at the monthly, and seeing what is still down a significant amount. That's has big potential and is moving in the right direction this year. And honestly, everything is oversold and it's kind of stagnant. I think people have already bought all the bottoms, and we're ready to go, guys. You can tell by the numbers. We're ready to go. I mean, I was talking about render down 50% in the last few weeks. It's now only down 17% on the month. So hopefully your bags are all packed, ready to go. That's what I want to hear, guys. Let me know in the chat if you are ready. If you are ready for this bull run and your bags are already packed and ready to go. Because I don't know what else to tell you to pick up other than probably ZBEC is still down a little bit. I mean, top 200 just pumped, so probably not much anymore. Even the top 200, guys, there's really less slim pickings for DCA opportunities. ZBEC still down about 25% on the month. Still not bad. Still not bad. That's still my my favorite pick here. Again, payroll. 62% on White Rock, if you believe in that project, and Kita, 45%. So those two I'd be looking a little bit more if you're looking to build a new bag. ATH, that's Aether, I believe. Aether, that's down 44% too. So maybe again, just pushing you guys in the right direction. Maybe do a little research into those coins if you like those coins, or you want to know more about those coins and build a bag for those coins, because we're running out of DCA opportunities today. All right, moving on. Crypto market cap is getting bigger, guys. It's getting bigger. I woke up this morning and I saw 3.4 trillion. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day, guys. Bitcoin's sitting at a 104.5, 104.4. Probably gonna get shot down this morning, but I mean, it's gotta break out. It's gonna break out eventually, at some point. Every chart is oversold. All right, guys, let's get back into Bloomberg, see what else they're rattling on about. Check some headlines. Actually, let's do that before we go back to the talking heads, because let's see what else is going on, and then I'll check back into the chat before we start to read something. Let's see here. CNBC, we'll take out some headlines here. Fox Business. Trump teases announcements on new trade negotiations with 7 countries. We talked about that last night. That was breaking last night. He was going to announce what 7 countries they are. So hopefully we get that soon. Again, easing a little bit of the concerns for the markets.
So we're going to be announcing.
This is what he said yesterday.
Chips. And various couple of other things, big ones. We did steel, as you know, they're 50%. We did aluminum, 50%. Lumber just came out.
Mention that's copper.
And we did cars. And now today we're doing copper.
All right. President Trump teased seemingly major announcements related to trade negotiations with at least 7 countries on Tuesday evening. We will be releasing a minimum of 7 countries having to do trade tomorrow morning, with an additional number of countries being released in the afternoon. Trump wrote in his post on Truth Social account, "Thank you for your attention to this matter." That was his breaking announcement yesterday, and we read that one, of course, on Truth Social. Trump pledges 50% tariff on copper imports. President Donald Trump listens to the cabinet meeting on the White House in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. That was, of course, him yesterday. Earlier Tuesday, Trump announced that in the U.S. Will impose 50% tariffs on imported copper, marking an escalation in his broader levy policy aimed to reshoring critical U.S. industries. A breakdown of the U.S. Trump's made an announcement during a cabinet meeting in front of the press on Tuesday, where he linked to move his American First policy of rebuilding industrial supply chains and forcing companies to source materials domestically. The True Social post also follows Trump's recent announcement of the 14 countries do not strike a deal in the U.S. By the beginning of next month. They will revert to levels set in April, which is extremely high, as you can see. If you guys remember this feels like ages ago, doesn't it? It feels like years ago when Trump was sitting out there with that sign and being like, "Yeah, these are it. These are the new ones," and they were all kind of fudged numbers. It was interesting, but he did scare everyone, I guess. While the majority of the new tariff, those days, guys, we had again, and give you guys some context. We were in the old studio back then. We were like literally a coin flip from recession. It was fun when we were doing that, when he originally came out with that board. And of course, now we're looking at like 22% chance or whatever on the Polymarketbets site. Goods from Serbia, Bosnia, and Herzegovina will face slightly lower rates, 35% and 30% respectively. And the remaining countries, Japan, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, South Korea, and Tunisia, will see a 25% tariff hike. And he also announced, of course, the BRICS nations are going to get an additional 10% regardless, just being part of BRICS, which I don't think they're going to break up anytime soon. He's like ignoring the fact that they were, established in 2009, of course, the year after the big print, the first big print. All right. In April, Trump announced a reciprocal tariff policy. I don't want to go back into, of course, history. It's already been made. It's done. And yeah, that's a quick little update from Fox Business. What other headlines we got here? Let me take a look and see if we're not gonna miss something too on Bloomberg. Let's see. Nvidia tops 4 trillion in market cap. Wow. Yikes. Really?
I do just want to quickly mention NVIDIA. We were talking about it last block. Its rise continues, and it actually now becomes the first company to reach $4 trillion in market cap. So NVIDIA ascended this morning, and really for the past couple of years,
$4 trillion as of this morning.
But when it comes to SpaceX, part of this rise in valuation comes back to Starlink. So talk to us a little bit about what the state of play is there, because that has also come under scrutiny.
Yeah, I mean, over time, the proportion has shifted, right? Starlink becomes more than 50% of revenue. It's higher margin business. The business of sending rockets into orbit, regardless of the payload, is never going to be a big cash cow. And SpaceX increasingly facing competition, Project Kuiper from Amazon, but that's where there's a lot of hope. SpaceX, like many of Elon Musk's companies, it's so hard to get into. You have the biggest private growth equity names, largest venture capital firms, other technology companies, Elon Musk's close confidants and friends, other sovereigns. But the hope is that in the longer term, the Starlink bit will be spun off. There'll be either some kind of listing or opportunity for a broader investor base to participate. And that's part of the story here around the valuation too.
Ed, I can't look away from NVIDIA here. I mean, more than $4 trillion in market cap. I will never forget when you were on air and Apple crossed the $3 trillion mark. I have that phrase ringing in my ears all the time when I think about this climb in the value of artificial intelligence companies. And in a sense, they've left Apple in the dust, right? I know we use Apple devices for the OpenAI app, but Apple hasn't made any moves, really any big moves here. Dan Ives was out with a note this morning saying they should buy Perplexity. What's your thought?
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, what's so astonishing is that Jensen Huang's not here, right, in Sun Valley, but all of his biggest customers are. Andy Jassy's of AWS, Sam Altman, Satya Nadella, not just a customer, but obviously an investor and partner. And what they all have in common is that they've made continued commitments to not just big picture expand data center capacity, but NVIDIA has this commitment to bring out a new generation of GPU annually. And so you have two things happening: a broader expansion of capacity, where NVIDIA holds a monopoly, more than 70% of the market, but also a refresh, a technology cycle that's gone from being multi-year to annual, which is astonishing. And people rely on that technology as a bedrock of what's happening. On the Perplexity thing, it's not a deal that I've been hearing about here at Sun Valley, but it's been talked about for a little while. We had Perplexity's chief business officer on the show last week, I believe, and we asked him point blank, and he wouldn't comment, but said, he wouldn't be doing his job if he wasn't talking to everyone. The ecosystem on the operating system side is really changing, but NVIDIA 4 trillion. Yeah, cool moment. It's weird not to be in the studio.
All right. We got you. NVIDIA 4 trillion. So that just means that Bitcoin's got to get to 4 trillion this year, right? Oh, damn, guys. Our goals are getting harder and harder to achieve. Let's see, what else we rattle on my bell. Let's get back to the chat. I don't want to forget you guys. Jim has been dumping some stuff on here. I gotta read it for sure. Let's see here. Jim Daringer, of course, our TradFi correspondent on the stream, says stocks are a warning bell. No higher for low for weeks on end. It makes me think that's why Bitcoin is stuck. Yeah, that could be it, Jim. Clifford Bushman, yeah, in the house. How's it going, Cliff? How's it going? Retail and institutions are still diverged on the market. Institutional buyers remain bearish while retail pushes higher. Would be totally different environment if both were buying in, says Jim. 100%. Retail is, I don't know. I feel like retail is still not quite here, especially when you look at the normie searches. No one's really looking for Bitcoin or looking at Bitcoin. I guess you could, we could kind of look at that real quick too, as I cover it every single night. It's been pretty much flatlined in Bitcoin searches. We need to hit an all-time high to get that normie, momentum started again. This is, of course, the normie searches and the Bitcoin searches are right here. Yeah, you can see flatline on the year. We haven't been anywhere near parabolic since we went parabolic after the election, and even after new all-time highs were hit. And we're still lingering right around all-time highs. I mean, 109 is not that far away from 111. Like, come on. Right? I mean, come on, normies. Pay attention to us. Pay attention to us. But I'm curious, though, if we type in something different. Because I always type in, we always search by Bitcoin. Let's go look at Google Trends. Google Trends. If we type in, like, say, buy Bitcoin or something. Oh, man. There we go. Buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know. This is the past day. Let's look at the past 12 months. Get a better idea. Same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, the same thing. The normies are still not here, man. The normies are still not here. Okay, getting back into the stuff and things. What we're catching up with the chat. Let's see, Jim. Okay, here we are. How was the job interview, says OG Boban. You know what? It was good. It was too good. That's the problem. It was too good. They're desperate. They need help bad, and they're willing to pay me for it. And I'm just like, yeah, it's going to be a tough decision. I don't want to miss the bull market, right? I don't want to miss you guys. I love doing this. I love in the morning waking up, having some coffee, talking about the chaos in the markets, and of course spending my time building the studio. And I want to get back to doing more things here on YouTube and creating content, but I can't do all that if I'm working another job and throwing 8 hours away, basically 9 hours away, half of my damn day, more than half my damn day on a jobby. So I hope they don't call back today. I'm telling you, I really do. Either that or maybe I can do like, a freelance or part-time thing. We'll find out. They told me that I can't do remote, though. Jim Daringer says, fading the dollar is overcrowded. Too many people bearish. The entire year is borrowed time, in my opinion. 100%, Jim. That's definitely been the narrative. The feel, man. And Mr. Milk Money will tell you about the feels. I know, we're feeling it. Definitely on borrowed time. That's actually what I've been telling my father when it comes to investing as well. Tariff situation has to boil over at some point. 100%. And I think that's the Fed's narrative right now. The Fed is basically watching this whole tariff situation as a what if for inflation? What if everyone doesn't want to work with us anymore or trade with us anymore too? I mean, there's so many possibilities, and the probabilities of all these things, of course, are starting to finally rear its ugly head. By the end of the year. Crypto JPEG says, my bags are packed, and as I can get them, I'm ready for this wife-changing wealth. There you go, Crypto JPEG. He knows what's up. The wife-changing wealth is loading, guys. Nice. Love to hear it. OG Boban says, hit that like button and sub. That's right. Please don't forget, guys, please like, sub, do all the things. We got to get the show to 1,000 subs so we can get all the superpowers unlocked for the channel. And I'll wear a cape. I'm more of a vigilante. The cape's not really my thing. Master Otaku's journey in crypto will be epic. He will buy parts of Thailand with his Simon Cat price. Really? I don't endorse that Simon Cat thing. But you do you, boo-boo. OG Boban. Yeah, you do you, bad guy. Thanks again for all the love and support, guys. Jim Daringer says, CoreWeave continues to scoop up Bitcoin miners. Yes, they do. Wouldn't be surprised if the hash rate trails off as AI stocks resources from Bitcoin. CoreWeave and Core Scientific, right? They They're affiliated, aren't they? Aren't they? Are they going through a buyout? I forget. I'm pretty sure they're affiliated. CoreWeave continues to scoop the Bitcoin miners. Yes. Okay. Retail has faded crypto. They're in stock, says Jim. What are they doing messing around with that silly nonsense? They're going to make like 25% on the year. Maybe this year is a good year, really good year for them, which is normally they'll make like 12 or 15% in a stock invested, fully invested portfolio. Yeah, that's great. Terrific. We're looking at like a, minimum 10, 25x. Not messing around with 10 or 25%. Totally different world. Morning, everyone. Coffee in hand, says Mike. Milk money. Damn, I cannot believe I called Milk Money Mike. Wow, these eyes, guys. Laser eyes. I'm seeing things, man. I'm going crazy. Milk Money, good morning. I'm right there with you, man. Cheers. Salute, my guy. Salute. D-Worm in the house. Fire. Bringing on the flames. Thank you. Again, guys, it doesn't cost anything to hit that like and sub down below. Trying to get this channel. I mean, look at this. This over there. Look at that. This is the bar. You got to get that bar full. It's 1,000. It's not that hard. 250. That's all we need, roughly. AJ says job interview for which company? It is for a. So full disclosure, guy. Again, I always joke around and say, McDonald's. Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually a designer. So it's a design company. They got me going on. Maybe the overnight shift at McDonald's. I feel it. Feel it. But Wendy's, man, got to get those 2 jobs like I had last year. 2 jobs, Wendy's and McDonald's. Both. I was allowed to wear red at both of those locations. God. Again, guys, I kid. The Fed is 100% avoiding the actual concern, which is the bond market inflation that was never the issue. Jim also saying that they avoid saying bond market, instead tiptoeing around them saying inflation. Yeah, exactly. Inflation's always the problem. No one's talking about the the treasury bonds, which again directly correlated to inflation, because they have to print more money to pay for all the money we already borrowed. So again, they're borrowing money to borrow money. It's basically the stupidest thing in the world. And Nayib Bukele was on the world stage last year telling the entire world the jig is up. We know. And everyone in the U.S., he's basically telling all the taxpayers, your taxes go nowhere. They're not even making a dent. They don't matter. And of course, that is the big dark secret. Jake the Snake saying Zbeck had a pretty spicy rally. Dead cat bounce short term? Question mark, says Jake the Snake. Let's take a look at Zbeck real quick and get back into the news, see what else we can dig up and find some more headlines this morning. Damn, we're already at 10 o'clock too. Shoot. All right, let's take a look back into the charts real quick. Bitcoin is coming back down to 109. For 109, heading back down to our target. Again, though, guys, we're killing it, right? We're killing it. I of course called baseline bearish yesterday, but I was a little off the day before, and it seems like it's getting closer to breaking away from these predictable patterns, and so we might be getting a little bit more. We're about ready to go parabolic. Basically, is what I'm saying. If it's getting harder for me to predict where Bitcoin's going, it's probably gonna get stupid here real soon. Just a quick update on there too, if you guys didn't catch that open, reaction I had. All right, and so yeah, here we go again. Zbeck, guys, 203. Look at that, man. Bam. Bam, breaking up out. It wants to break up there early and retest that 2038. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Again, we were just at 205, 206, 207 just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. How long has it been? Yeah, about a month ago. June, July. Okay, at the end of May, we were at 207, all-time highs. The first of June. So Zbeck still has a long way to go back up to all-time highs. And this is, again, its second coin in its lifetime, right? So this is not the entirety of Zbeck. So just keep that in mind too. But everyone's looking at this one chart and this one coin now. So market cap is also going to reference the action here and not the old coin incorporated. But anyway, alas, I got to mention that because it does exist. Take a look at the old ZB EC. if you want to see where we could possibly go. All right, guys. So yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think again, if Bitcoin comes down, it's definitely continuing its normal thing, right? If Bitcoin falls from here and retests back down to 107, 108, somewhere in those ranges, ZBEC has been moving against the grain with Bitcoin, so this is kind of normal for ZBEC anyway. Again, if it follows its anarchy-like patterns, ignoring everything else moving in the market, doing its own thing, I think this will probably play out more than the rest of them. That's got to be interesting to see by the end of the day. We'll take a look. All right, guys. Okay. So, getting back into the news, stuff and things. Let's see what else we can find and dig up today. Let's see what else the cat drags in. Not Simon's cat, though. Come on, guys. Oh, man. Let's take a look back at Bloomberg. There we go. They are on break right now. Oh, they can just
We're going to be joining a conversation on Bloomberg Television with U.S. Council of Economic Advisors Chairman Stephen Myron. He's speaking with Bloomberg Television anchors Sonali Basak and Matt Miller. We will take that in just a couple of minutes. After that, Mark Niket, Bloomberg realist economy reporter, talks to us about the tariff situation. Where are we? Who's getting tariffed? Who's not getting tariffed? And what are the delays? And what's the time frame there? So we're going to get the full tariff overview. Peter Cheer, head of macro strategy at Academy Securities, will join us and give us his thoughts on these markets. Damian Gard, Bloomberg News health reporter on Merck, is going to buy another deal, Verona, $10 billion as patent cliffs loom. So another big deal in the healthcare space. Tim Craighead, Bloomberg Intelligence. He runs the research stuff over there in Europe for Bloomberg Intelligence. They've got their mid-year 10 best ideas for the second half of the year. So we'll see what they're saying over there in London for Bloomberg Intelligence. So a lot going on there. Let's kick it off. John Tucker with a Bloomberg Business Flash.
All right, guys, and this Bloomberg Business Flash being brought to you by Interactive Brokers. Trade over 10,000 U.S. stocks and ETFs, U.S. equity index options, U.S. treasuries, and more on your timetable.
That's right, Jake. That's right.
KR.com/round the clock. Well, this morning, NVIDIA has become the first company to be valued at $4 trillion. And this has given a lift to all of the boats in the bay. Microsoft, that's climbing on an analyst upgrade this morning. You have the S&P 500, 40 points higher, 62.65 at the index. The Dow up 207 points. NASDAQ 100 right now at a record, up 210 points. That is up about 0.9%.
Bitcoin's
Shares
still
of
above
Apple,
Google, too,
right now, a little change.
cap,
The White House trade counselor Peter Navarro told Fox Business the iPhone maker thinks it's, quote, too big to tariff. AES, the best performing stock in the S&P 500 right now. This is the company that provides renewable power sources to some of the tech giants.
We're going back to some of the stuff we already heard about. All right, guys, let's get back into the headlines before we head out. I got to get prepped for my second interview. I might tell them to stuff it, man, if they call back and yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling some sort of way about the whole thing. I just created an LLC for this damn company. Oh, shoot. Trump's tariffs on cars, copper, drugs, and aluminum could hit harder than other levies. I pretty much already mentioned that earlier this morning. We read a little article about it. NVIDIA hits $4 trillion in market cap. First company to do so. Of course, all the rage happening right now, being covered. Trump's next Fed chair pick already comes with a credibility problem. Did he pick? Because Scott Besson was on that list, and I was like, he's like really good for the role, in my opinion. But of course, he's already doing his Treasury Secretary thing. The next Fed chair faces an additional burden, credibility issues, now that the President, Donald Trump, has stepped in the efforts to, right out the gate, it's going to be very biased, right? Whoever he picks is going to be like, rates, we're going to cut them. Yeah, we're going to cut those rates. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much a nothing article there. It's pretty obvious that's going to be a biased position for whoever takes it. All right, breaking. Everyone's just talking about NVIDIA, and copper. But NVIDIA and copper. Starbucks China bids valuing the coffee chain up to $10 billion, sources say. A Chinese company is getting its first, their big company, was it Lucky's? I forget, something like that. Lucky's. Let's see what else is coming to America. Jim Cramer, yeah. It's the same stuff every day. All right, one more. We'll just check Fox Business real quick too. Refresh this. Anything else topping off? Then we'll check the crypto news as well. See anything breaking? It should be starting to break right now. As usually, it takes a little longer for the crypto train news coming. You know, a little late to start. 10 a.m. is usually a good time to check for crypto news. Wendy's CEO drops down to take top leadership position at Hershey Company. What? Jesus. A CVS Caremark drops coverage on popular weight loss drug. Hotel giant opening of game-changing hotel for extended stays. What? I remember. Do you guys remember the Atari hotel that popped up? They were trying to like revitalize the Atari brand with the hotels. It didn't really work out for them. Let's see. Hilton. Hilton is now welcoming long stay guests. Well, they need the revenue because no one's really traveling. No one has the money. So now you can live in a hotel room. God. Tesla board needs guardrails for Musk's political activism. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's going off the rails. That company fell 60,000. No, was it Tesla? Yeah, it was Tesla. It fell like $65 billion in a day, in a few days, I think, after his announcement for creating a third party. Candy makers push back on Make America Healthy Again plan to get rid of synthetic food dyes. Screw you! Quit poisoning us! We don't do it in other countries. Why do you do it here? Netanyahu praises partnership with Trump. U.S. as Israel stock market soars. Okay, well, that's good. We're getting some good praise out of Israel. Trump slaps 50% tariffs on imports of certain commodity. That's, of course, copper. What else here? It's pretty much a nothing article kind of day today, guys. So headlines basically tell you everything that's going on. All right, let's get back into the crypto news and the chat. Okay, let's close this one here. And again, guys, it's a good day. Bitcoin's still in the top 10. I don't think it's ever going to lose the top 10 in my opinion, but okay, still a good day. Still a good day. Okay, and Dixie still doing its thing. Let's refresh this at 97.5. 97.5. Okie dokie. Oh, yeah. We're going to get into some crypto news, see if we can dig up. And, yeah, catch back up with the chat. Jay Moolah in the building. How's it going, Jay Money? Yes, Jay Moolah. Geez. Zebek has a pretty spicy dead cat balance short term, question mark. Okay, I read that one. Also, you know the drill. Shill harder. That's right. Jake the Snake is reminding me, of course, to shill harder. That's right. Guys, if you haven't liked or sub, what are you doing, man? Please support me. I would really appreciate it. And it doesn't cost a single thing to hit a like and a sub. Trying to get these subs up to 1,000 so we can unlock all the powers. I can't wait to get all the cameras going again like the old studio, too. And of course, every single night we do the Crypto Chaos Magic, which we might have to do something else now, guys, because again, as we go higher in parabolic, I don't know, we might have to channel the dead or something next to start you know, predicting the market's reaction in a better way. But yeah, it's crazy though that we've had such a long run being right with Crypto Chaos Magic. Let's see here. But I can tell it's faltering a little bit. So we gotta figure something out. It hasn't been invalidated totally yet, but still, it's gonna get stupid, guys. Okay. Also, you know the drill shield harder. Yes, I just shilled. Hopefully, I made the King of Ohio happy with that one. I might be missing out on the big move, but I went into cash in June, says Jim. Oh, Jim, what? Hopefully you're not totally, you know, allocated. I hope you're not, yeah, hopefully you're not, you got some toes in there. Because, Jim, you don't want to miss this, man. You don't want to miss this. Jake the Snake says, Zebek doing the anarchy thing again. 100%, Jake, 100%. Zebek is not following the rules. It is pumping when Bitcoin is dumping. It's definitely been its weird inverse trend. J Money says, missing everyone as well. Yeah, we miss you too, J Money. We miss you too, J Moolah. Good morning, Sharon. How's it going? Good morning, Sharon. Hopefully you guys are all got your coffee and you're, you know, just enjoying your day at work while listening to moi, right? Right, as we get the day started. Jake the Snake said, just to tell them that you are planning a business trip to Thailand and you are going to be gone in November. See if that phases them. Oh, that's right. That's right. I guess I could tout that a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate that into Business trip to Thailand and you'll be gone all November. I mean, that is basically what we're predicting the top to be this cycle, but the extended cycle could push us out. Again, guys, we've never seen anything like this where all the companies are buying up literally all the Bitcoin is being mined every single day. It's gonna get stupid. Jim Deringer says, wish Bloomberg didn't want a 32,000 annual commitment for their terminal. My God, gatekeeping that data is annoying. 100%, Jim, 100%. Jake the Snake saying 100% Jim, 2 to that. Yeah, even Scott Besson's like, oh yeah, thank God we have the Bloomberg terminal. Yeah. We don't. Jim Deringer says it's core economic data, mainly less chart monkey noise, more fundamental. Jake the Snake says hit the bell too so you don't miss the chaos. Thank you, Jake, for supporting the channel. We love you. We love you, the King of Ohio. The King of Ohio. Again, reminding me to chill harder. Thanks again, Jake. All right, guys, let's see what we can dig up today. XRP price, this is a nothing article right here. XRP price watch, Trader's Eye breakout as XRP collides for a pullback. How many articles have you seen with that exact same headline in the last, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, the bear market? Yeah. Jack Dorsey launches the Bluetooth-based bit chat over the weekend. Of course, we talked about that at length now in the last couple days. What else we got here? Maple Finance delivers a 5% native Bitcoin yield with institutional grade security. Every day, another company offering something else with a Bitcoin investment vehicle. Bitcoin price watch, again, nothing article there as well for Bitcoin. Metaplan aims to escape velocity in Bitcoin accumulation with ambitious acquisition. We could take a look at that there. I heard what their plan is now in Japan, of course, Metaplanet. I think their plan is now to, they've sold a bunch of their hotels to buy Bitcoin. And I think what they're doing right now is to borrow on the Bitcoin they have and then buy those hotels back or buy other things, other properties, other businesses, and just keep the thing moving. And then buy all those businesses and then take all their stocks and then convert those into Bitcoin and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And again, the best appreciating asset or stock in Japan, Metaplanet. Again, just shows the world that all you gotta do is have Bitcoin and you're going to win. All right, I don't think we really need to read the article here, but I guess we could take a peek real quick. Simon Garovich described the current market as a Bitcoin gold rush, aiming to increase the company's stockpile from 555, again, playing with the numbers again with their last purchase, Bitcoin to over 210,000 by the end of 2027, which would represent about 1% of the total Bitcoin ever created. Jurovich emphasized the importance of reaching escape velocity in Bitcoin accumulation to make it difficult for its competitors to catch up. The plan is eventually to use Bitcoin as collateral for financing from banks to acquire profitable businesses. Yeah, that's their goal, is to acquire profitable businesses. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing with those businesses when they acquire them. Despite the criticism of Bitcoin treasury companies, Jurovich remains committed to his strategy, asserting that the new valuation methods are necessary to assess their potential. Metaplanet's shares have surged over 345% this year alone, reflecting investor confidence in its pivot of Bitcoin treasury model. What was that one company that entered that rang the bell today? They're up 500% over 5 years. Yeah, how about those apples? 345% in a single year. And of course, Michael Steller has shown the world it can be done. All right. Core Scientific crashes after CoreWeave acquisition news. We talked about this, of course, the last couple days. It's happening. I don't know if did they actually acquire it finally? CoreWeave acquisition news, which spooked the investors. Core Scientific is, of course, a big proponent in Bitcoin. CoreWeave, all stock deal to acquire Core Scientific sent Core's shares tumbling. Why did investors reject the merger? Here's what you need to know. Core Scientific plunges. The following guest plunges comes from Bitcoining. Miningstock.io, the one-stop hub for all things Bitcoin mining, stocks, educational tools, industry heights. Originally published on July 3rd, 2025. It was penned by BitcoinMiningstock.io author Cindy Fang. Talks on CoreWeave acquiring Core Scientific have been circulating for a while now, as the first attempt failed. With multi-billion-dollar contracts in place for overlapping infrastructure footprints, they figure it's a matter of time. Now it's official. CoreWeave is acquiring Core Scientific. It's an all-stock deal valued at $9 billion. On paper, that sounds bullish, but investors hit the sell button. The following are 2 cents about the pullback. Interesting. That is the third largest miner in Bitcoin. What's the deal? Core Scientific's shareholders will receive a 12 cents newly issued shares of CoreWeave for each Core's share. At CoreWeave's closing price of July 3rd, the deal implies a total equity value of approximately $9 billion, which values Core shares at $20.40 a share. Is it 12 cents? Jeez. A 13 or 14% premium to Core's pre-announcement price of $18. At face value, 13% spread seems reasonable. However, these several underlying concerns appear to have driven the negative reaction. All right, I don't want to get into all the stock hubbub and the merger and stuff and things, but that is what everyone is all, I got their panties in a knot about right now. Okay, so that's what's going on with the third largest Bitcoin mining stock. Ooh, man, what a mouthful. And I've got about 10 minutes left to go, guys. I got about 10 minutes left to go. See what else we can dig up today. And see what they're rattling on about on Bloomberg. As the markets go. And we can check out another site, too, to see if there's anything else breaking, possibly in crypto as well. Here we go. Talking heads. Trump new tariff set to hit.
And I think the conclusion is the latter, that he is serious, and that, you know, come August 1st, if we don't see trade deals or at least frameworks established with these countries, that these tariff rates at the high levels are going to go into effect.
All right. Everyone's, of course, calling taco. We don't know. But I would say I kind of like, I don't know if you guys follow Anthony Pompliano. He was talking about this at length the last couple of days, and he's basically calling for, you know what, we've gotten pretty much the administration's told us exactly what they're doing every single time, every single step, and he's pretty much been right. So you want to call Trump's bluff now after everything he said has been true? Remember when he pointed to everyone? He's like, "Hey, you might want to get into stocks. It's about to go up in a big way," and it did, of course, do that as well. So he's been pretty transparent if you give him at least that sort of credit. But there is still, of course, questionable things happening in the background too. All right, let's see what else we can dig up on CoinDesk this morning. Tariffs don't budge. Bitcoin. Peanut pops on Musk rant. What the hell? Oh, God. Peanut's back in the news, guys. That freaking squirrel. Protect your nuts, guys. This is so stupid. Oh, my God. What the hell am I even saying? Probably. All right, let's see. You are viewing Crypto Daybook in Americas. Okay, CoinDesk, yada. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. President Donald Trump sent letters to 14 nations, including key partners in Asia, warning the tariffs will be applying on August 1st, unless they make concessions in the U.S., yada. We know this, of course. We talked about it at length now. Let's see here. What's going on with the peanut and Musk? Fed Jerome Powell, this is like a giant recap. Whether the taco trade will hold its merit against the August deadline remains to be seen. Stay alert. There's, of course, everyone talking about crypto. Yes, next week is, of course, Crypto Week, guys. So mark that on the calendar. Let's not pretend. Hey, there we go. July 14th. High Court hearing. Was this? Okay. They're doing a coverage on, what is this? Alchemist staking update launches on July 15th. There's some good shout outs here, but nothing that's I feel is really going to move the market in a huge way. Polygon on July 10th. Point of sale set to activate Heimdall hard fork on mainnet, reducing finality time to around 5 seconds, bringing the faster checkpoint, smoother UX, safer bridging, and headroom for the next wave of upgrades. I like Polygon, but it is definitely behind. Definitely behind. Okay, July 9th. Man, this is crazy. This giant Giant manifest of data. Token events. Polkadot community is voting on launching non-custodial Polkadot branded payment card to bridge the gap between digital assets and the Polkadot ecosystem for everyday spending. The voting begins on, is that July 9th? Yeah, so that's today. Compound DAO. Immutable X to unlock 1% of its circulating supply worth 10 million. Just kind of picking out things that kind of stick out to me. Say to unlock 1% of its circulating supply worth 14 million. So see a little bit of a tiny dip there, probably. Arbitrum to unlock 1% of its supply as well on July 16th. Official Trump coin to unlock more. Really? Does it need to unlock any more? Because that coin is basically shot down to the ground. Still in top 100 though, I believe. Fast token, okay, Recade, okay. What's going on with Peanut? Elon Musk, late night post slamming U.S. authorities for euthanizing a viral squirrel. Did he really? Did he really go on about Peanut? I get, like, really? While failing to charge anyone with Jeffrey Epstein's... Oh, okay. He's comparing it to that. Oh my God, man. He's going on a rant. He definitely is going on a rip and a tear on the U.S. Government, of course, for not putting out that list, right? Not only putting out that list, almost like it's done out of spite from the Trump administration because of what he said a few weeks ago, right? It sparked a frenzy around the Solana-based meme coin Peanut. Peanut jumped over 10% within minutes and saw 24-hour trading volumes more than tripled, 214 million according to CoinGecko data, as traders rushed in the name drop because he mentioned the little squirrel that could. I had thought this thing was dead. The token has no affiliation with Musk or the squirrel, and no underlying utility. It trades purely on the cultural resonance and speculative momentum. A separate AI-driven event took hold after Grok and the chatbot on X hallucinated bizarre responses referencing Mecha Hitler, what? Giga Putin, and Cyber Stalin. The terms went quickly viral. What in the hell? Within hours, Mecha Hitler themed tokens and launched across the Solana ecosystem and Ethereum, with the largest of Bonk.fun hitting a 2.2 million market cap. Jeez, Mecha Hitler coming, guys. Dystopian future is going to get wild. Wild. What in the hell? You can't make this crap up, guys. This is insane. The episode highlights AI-generated content, even hallucinatory or unhinged, is now a legitimate trigger for a on-chain trading activity. Everything's going to move markets. Of course, Grok later walked back to comment clarifying the name referred to the 1990s video game character from Wolfenstein 3D. Yes! Man, I remember that game. Which was meant to as satire, not an endorsement for Mecha Hitler. Oh, my God. Oh, geez. Okay, guys, so that's their crazy update for today. What the hell is going on with this world and the economy? Oh, God. Of course, all the other headlines are covering Core Scientific's merger, Metaplanet. It's all the same sort of stuff. Robinhood, OpenAI stock tokens backed on special purpose vehicle. That's interesting. But they're running out of time. We're running out of time. We got about 5 minutes left, and I got to head out. Let's get back to the chat real quick. It says, gold heating up suspicious, says Jim. I mean, do you blame him? I mean, it's a pretty crazy environment right now. I mean, if I was a big gold bug, I'd be buying up a ton of gold right now. Let's see what's going on. I mean, it's still hanging out there. I mean, it could, of course, retest the all-time highs here in the next week or two as well with Bitcoin. I would not be surprised at all. So, yeah, that's gold there. Let's take a look at the stock market real quick. The S&P 500, of course, sitting at all-time highs on that day. Oh, my God. Of course, NVIDIA popping off. This is as of, that's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. I'm on the 4-hour. 15-minute. Yeah, we're just slightly under all-time highs. Yeah, we'll see. I doubt it'll get a retest today, but we'll see if anything else comes out. Bitcoin holding on to 109.4, just barely. Could we be rolling over again, going back down to 108? Only time will tell. Man, I gotta clean up this chart, guys. It's such a mess. I'm still on track though for my next prediction model, which I'm hoping I'm gonna be so mad at this. My old one is gonna be invalidated and put out for a couple days. But yeah, I'm still calling for this one to play out the most likely. Most likely for this one to play out. This is, of course, being during Crypto Week next week, with the likes of the market structure bill being passed, possibly, and the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill. This one I drew last Friday goes into full effect, basically onto that date for Gamma Goddess. But I'm predicting somewhere in the middle of the week. I'm thinking more of like along the lines of something like, oh, I guess I can go along these now. Something along the lines of something like this in the middle of the week, getting somewhere a little earlier. That would be my current guess. Again, it's a prediction. Let me throw that in orange, of course, for the show. And yeah, well, I beat Gamma to this race because this is the most likelihood here. And the reasoning behind this is basically that you know, the most volatility happens most of the time, not always, but most of the time in the middle of the week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday and Friday is kind of a toss-up. Friday, usually everyone's already checking out for the weekend. Monday morning, you get the false move Mondays, you get the crazy announcements, you get the White House saying something ridiculous on tariffs, and of course scaring the market into possibly recovering Tuesday, Wednesday. That's why I say it's more likely to see an all-time high on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just my overview, as an observer, as a speculative, investor. This is what I've seen over the past 4 or 5 years that I've been in crypto. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. As I rant again about Bitcoin. Jake the Snake, of course, the King of Ohio, gives me his thumb of approval. Thank you, Jake. Gold heating up suspicious. Yes, it is. Jake the Snake says, if legacy media is saying it's going to chicken, then I'm betting on the other way. There you go, Jake. Yeah, take the inverse Kramer trade on that. I wonder what his reaction to the tariffs and the taco trade is right now. Grok went free yesterday, then had to be tamed. Did it really go free yesterday? I thought it was already a free platform. Jake the Snake says Elon told Grok, go full autistic. Nice. What's going on with the world? Chaos. Showtime to the people looking, yes, are doomed. So I'll go with the chaos showtime. Thanks again for the endorsement, Cliff. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Clifford Bushman says, JTS, man. Jake the Snake, 100%. The King of Ohio, man. You're getting quite the following, man. Getting quite the following. Again, I would love to see you guys participate. If you want to get on the show, let me know. if that's your thing. If not, it's fine too. I know I pitched that idea to Jim. To Jim, because Jim is our of course our traditional TradFi correspondent here on the show, and he gives great alpha. We do appreciate Jim. But yeah, I know he said he's just an old gunslinger. He's just an old gunslinger. Doesn't really want to do the YouTube thing. I get you. That'd be fun, says Jake. Oh yeah. Anyone, of course. I would love to bring more chaos to the channel. I was trying to get one of my old Gen Z correspondents on here to get, of course, just the feel of how that generation feels about Bitcoin and crypto assets right now. And he actually has invested. I've talked to him in the past. We had him on, I think, at the beginning of the year. That was the last time we had him on. And he was on a couple times last year as well. But yeah, he didn't want to roll any dice with me. So I'm like, I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully I can get another Gen Z correspondent. I have another guy too. Remember Mr. Z. I can try to bring him on too. But yeah, no dice on Dragon. Good morning, Otaku and fans. Says Mr. Braveheart McFreedom. Good morning, Braveheart. We are about ready to head out. Actually, sorry, we got about a minute or two to go. Oh yeah, want some old sailor telling sea stories? Says Clip. Yes, yes, we definitely need some crypto sailor stories. I got so many sailor stories, right? Obviously,
people
like
that
this
use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor.
Thank you, Sailor. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what we call them. Well, it's an older Gen Z. I think the sentiment is mixed for sure. Jake the Snake, you are Gen Z. Awesome. Always love to hear from that perspective. Man Bush Sailor sails the high seas of crypto. Yes, the Bushman. All right, guys. Well, Bitcoin is looks like it's about to lose or retest. Hopefully just retest and not lose 109. Sitting at almost 109 flat right now. Could be make or break for Bitcoin right now on the short term. So, yep, there it is. 1089. Will it hold? Will it hold? It's a key moment for the morning. As we are getting, again, closer to 10:30. I got to head out. Oh, man. Yeah, will she hold? Hold the line. It could hold. Although, you know, this world is crazy. Before I leave real quick, I do want to check one more metric with you guys, because we've been following this really closely for years now, and it's getting exciting. It's getting very exciting to see it, you know, drop in terms of how many Bitcoin are left on across all exchanges. My favorite metric to show you every single day, guys, as we dig deeper and deeper so rapidly every single day. This is it. This is all that's left on exchanges right now. So last night we covered this. It was sitting at 2.13 million. Now we're at 2.2 or 2.12. Jesus, 2.13 to 2.12. This is not updated yet as of today. Okay, so this is as of last night. So again, guys, keep an eye on this. So again, my favorite metric I show you guys every single night. But this is definitely affecting the markets. There's hardly any Bitcoin left, and I feel like the over-the-counter is dried up, because I've never seen this in all my years following Bitcoin and crypto. I've never seen a mad rush and just constantly taking all of it off exchanges like we have right now. And this is, again, not what's available to purchase. This is also what's sitting on exchanges, meaning that more people are putting it in cold storage right now than ever before. It's insane, absolutely insane. And again, all the ETFs are settling on Coinbase, right? So settling on Coinbase and then probably going to cold storage after that. So they're taking it directly off exchanges now. It's nuts. It is getting wild. We're gonna probably, again, my estimate is at this rate we're gonna have less than 2 million by the end of the month, meaning that we're going to break into that 1.9 ish and some change territory by August 1st. That's what I'm calling for anyway. And we're only in the second week of July. Technically, right? I think we are. We're still on the 9th. We're still early. 20 more days left in the month or more. Okay, guys, so that's all I got for you today. I've got to get going. I've got to get some stuff taken care of today. I've got a second interview for that company. I don't know if I want to take that job yet, but I'm listening to their offers. If the number comes up high enough, I'm going to probably have to take it. I'm going to probably regret it. But if it comes under my number, then I'm just going to keep doing what I do. And yeah, I already made an LLC for the company, guys. So we're going to get that going. I'm excited to reveal that when that comes in, and we're going to get fully monetized by next week. That's my goal, to get back to monetization next week. Not fully monetized until we hit 1,000 though, guys. We got to get to 1,000 subs. Anyway, guys, so everyone's talking about the same stuff the same stuff on Bloomberg, of course. Big takeaway, guys, is that the Nvidia has hit $4 trillion in market cap today. So put that under your pillow. It's crazy. Nvidia coming down now, though. Look at that. We just broke 4 trillion. Jesus, 4 trillion. 3.9. So watching that one, of course, all the tech stocks, everything just kind of coming up a little bit on this as Nvidia pulls back a tiny bit now. So I will see you guys tonight. Have a great day. Touch grass. You know, this might be the last few days we have to touch grass. You never know until the fat woman starts singing, right? Oh, man, it's going to get crazy. Right before I go, guys, go on then. See you later today. Yes, Jake, yes. Keep your chin up and with a job, and get the money to keep holding them coins. Financial freedom getting closer. Yes, Clifford. But, I mean, to take a job that makes $100,000 or sit on my butt and hang out with you guys and cover the markets and do some trades and make a few million. It's kind of useless. It's kind of dumb, right? It is kind of dumb when you think about it that way. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys tonight. Have a good one. And of course, 8 p.m. when the foreign markets open, we'll be there, and we'll see you there too. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you tonight. Later. So hard to say goodbye every day. Oh my God.
Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, gold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
It is getting harder and harder every day to leave, guys, because I feel like I identify with a lot of you guys now. I mean, some of you guys are as close as friends. Like in real life, I mean, it's hard to find anyone it comes even close to interacting the way what we do, of course, on the channel. Stepping Stone says Mick Freedom. Yes, Stepping Stones. Same bat time, same bat channel tonight, of course, at 8 p.m. But yeah, later, of course, guys. I appreciate everything, guys. You guys are awesome. The greatest of all time, says Jake the Snake. Sending out those goats, man. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you tonight. Later.